Hey everybody, I'm HeroicNerd, and I was just thinking to myself, it's really kind of sad to let go of these giant monster stories, and I know a lot of you were leaving comments about how much you like them, so I figured what the heck, why not? One more for the road, right? This is Astonishing Ant-Man because I really loved the story of the Scarlet Beetle, and I discovered that he actually makes a return. So, without further ado, and without me talking forever and a day, let's figure out how it is that the Scarlet Beetle returned. Because remember, I will remind you guys, remember, in the previous issue, he was returned to normal. The radiation wore off, and Ant-Man returned him to his normal size, and he just went about his life just a normal bug, just like every other bug. So I'm very curious to see how they explain him coming back. Also, they have this Porcupine Man right here, which, if I can figure out who this guy is, if any of you guys know who that is, this Porcupine Man, you let me know. I want to read that book, which whatever that one is. But no, that's not this one. Maybe his name is the Porcupine Man. I know it's an issue of Ant-Man somewhere. I'll figure it out. I'm gonna find it. But yeah, this is a special issue. No use looking, Pilgrim. This splash panel has got nothing to do with our offbeat mini saga, so why not turn the page and take a squint at something that does? Yeah, so all this stuff. This is the previous adventures. There's the Wasp. Interesting Adventures of the Ant-Man. Armageddon on Avenue 8. Yeah. Alright, let's get into it. Pity poor Wilbur Grabowski. In his whole life, he never once did anything right. He started out as a child on New York's Lower East Side. And as he grew older, he perfected his craft. But tonight things are going to be different. Yes, different. What do you mean perfected his craft? So he's just a klutz? Look at him, he's just ruining things, but it doesn't say why. He's just an idiot? He can't do anything right, I guess. But today things are going to be different, because today Wilbur Grabowski strikes back. What, is he going to open fire in a crowd? What do you mean? What do you mean strike back? Explain. I'll do it. This blamed candy store's been nothing but a money loser right from the start. Well, leastways it's insured up to the hilt. So all I need is a couple old rags and a can of gasoline. Uh-oh, Wilbur, you're taking a dark turn. This is where the superhero gets involved, and I'm gonna have me a little fire. Wilbur's words drift up and out, unheard amid the dull clamor of the city by night. Unheard by even the minuscule figure who sits a flying insect which buzzes through the evening sky, and so the Avenger called Ant-Man would pass in and out of our tale like some airy, inconsequential wraith. Wait, so does this have anything to do with Wilbur? What? Except that at this precise moment, yes, Spaffon, is that his name? I feel them too. Some kind of emanations coming from somewhere below. They're pulling at me, calling me like some mythical siren. Luckily, my cyber helmet protects me, so I can resist the call. But obviously, you can't. Oh shit, look at that. The vibrations seem to be coming from that darkened candy store down there. What is it? Whatever's going on around here, it won't be long before I find out. Let's see. Oh, it's got to be the Scarlet Beetle. It's got to be. Because he has intense psychic abilities, right? He can mentally connect with other bugs. It's got to be Scarlet Beetle. Cracked window. A good break for me, but not for the lucky proprietor. Speaking of which, that must be him just below. Not a likely looking suspect. But he is the suspect. He's the one that did it. I'm gonna do it. Yes, sir, I am. I'm gonna do it. No, it can't be. That guy's doing... What is he doing? He obviously has got something else on his mind. Who is it? There it is. There he is. I don't think he'd have noticed me if I were normal size. Besides, this beam is leading Spaffon right past him, past his size 11s, right towards that space between the floorboards. Or as more waggish wit than Hank Pym would put it, past the frying pan and into the fire. There's the buggies. Little bugaboos. Good lord, I've landed in the middle of Bug City, and these babies look mean. Head for the anthill, Spaffon. I can handle things from here on in. I hope. What is that thing? That's a roach? Are those roaches? Well, if I'm gonna do it, I better get cracking. Dude, don't do it, man. Come on, Wilbur. You're better than that. Mine host is still mumbling to himself up there. I wonder what... Oh, well, if he wants to stumble around in the dark, it's got nothing to do with yours truly. My self-appointed job is to find out who or what sent those signals. Uh-oh. This doesn't look good for Ant-Man. It's a good thing that that thing is made of chainmail, or at least it is in the lore. His suit is made of chainmail, and it's pretty much impervious to, like, bug bites and shit, because otherwise, they would tear him to pieces. Something I won't do, come to think of, while I'm running away. I've still got most of my normal strength, so Jiminy Cricket here isn't likely to hurt me. Maybe I'd be better off letting myself get caught. You're gonna let yourself get caught? Yeah, he is. Look, right there, he's been caught. He is in the maws of this cockroach insect thing. I don't know. It's weird. They're like not specific bugs. It's like comic book artists, when they draw bugs, they draw like amalgamations of bugs, you know? Like, not something that would, well, it's a fucking comic book. You know what? Forget I said anything. It's a fucking comic book. Ugh, the oldest trick in the superhero book, but hardly a common tactic in the insect world. Amazingly, he's handling me. Gently as I'd treat an eggshell. I didn't want to crack. Carrying me towards what? Good gravy. There he is! There he is! There's the Scarlet Beetle. I love him so much. Good gravy. That grotesque form up ahead. Suddenly I know the answer to all of this, and it's enough to scare me out of my mind. It is him, isn't it? Oh, it's fucking... Fuck you. Look at that. Look at him. He's back, and he's not pink. Now he's red. He's no longer pink. The Scarlet Beetle. Well, Scarlet is red, so this makes more sense. The Scarlet Beetle, but you lost your radiation spawned powers years ago. Hardly a fan is still alive who remembers Tales to Astonish number 39, right? But we do, don't we, guys? We remember. We will never forget that epic battle. It was beautiful. That's because we're real super fans. We are. We're nerds to the core. That last proved to be merely temporary, Ant-Man. As a mutant, my lifespan far exceeded that of other insects, and eventually they returned to me. What did your powers? Did you get your powers back? As you can see, I have revived my dream to unleash my army of insects upon frail humankind. And this time, since by sheer coincidence you have fallen into my web, there will be no one to organize resistance to my legions. The humans pride themselves on being the shining jewel of creation, but that jewel will swiftly tarnish. Ooh, nice. Nice monologue. I mean, for what's essentially a bug, he's a goddamn beetle that big. That's a very good monologue. That's Doctor Doom levels of monologue. That's really, really nice. When my six-legged squadron, summoned here by the very beam which aroused your curiosity, attack in numbers and ways to beggar the imagination. Oh my god! It is like a nightmare. No, it's the end of the world! Yes, look at that. Oh my god, look at this dude in the back. He's effed. He is effed in the beat. God, can you imagine? Oh, look at... And now they're skelebones! Oh, Scarlet Beetle, you vicious son of a bitch. Poor pitiful fools, to equate the decline and fall of their own short-lived species with the death of a planet, when in fact, Their gaping skulls will merely herald the return of the world to its primeval state, for it is the insect who first reigned supreme, and we, who will once again shall inherit the earth. But I've wasted enough time on you who shall be our first victim. I must have the canisters of enlarging gas you wear about your waist. It is fitting that a man's conqueror should be exceeding him in size as well. Take it, for all the good it'll do you. Oh, for real? You're just gonna take it? Oh, nice. Look at him. Once again, I don't know. Oh, man. The Scarlet Beetle is a great villain because he not only stole Ant-Man's utility belt once, he did it twice. Can you imagine how embarrassing that must be to be mugged by the same person and then to have to admit to everybody that that person was also a bug? Ridiculous. What? I released the gas, but it's not working. I remain as small as ever. It's been a long time, Gruesome. Long enough for me to improve the enlarging gas, so it affects only myself and nobody else. Ah, no matter. Size is relative. It is your ant-controlling helmet which I most desire. For the social insects such as ants and bees are difficult for my mutant signals to command. Yet, with the aid of this device... He's right. I can't stall any longer. I've got to break free. I've got to try and stop him. But that monster is not like any other insect. I'm not sure I can take him. Well, I've got to die trying, or the Hellstrom Chronicles will be more than just a horror movie. What is that? Hellstrom Chronicles? What is that? Something from the 60s, 70s? Never heard of it. So here goes nothing. Hold it. What is that smell? Why, it's got to be. Is it fire? Oh my god, did Wilbur set fire to the building? That would be so funny if that's how this ends. He fucking did. Smoke, I tell you, Sugar, I smell smoke. Ah, better call the fire boys and the fuzz, honey. The way these cracker boxes are built, a fire alarm might waste the whole block. Geez, now what did I go and do? I knocked that magazine rack into the fire, and I ain't even done pouring the kerosene yet. I better finish off fast and get out of here. God, you are the worst. Wilbur, you are the worst. Fire! The one thing all living creatures fear, even insects. Come back! Oh, your Coxie's army is deserting you, pal. But don't worry, Ant-Man never forgets his old buddies. Oh god, look at him. Smacking the Scarlet Beetle. Oh, that's your arch nemesis, isn't it? Does Ant-Man have an arch nemesis? Probably not. Scarlet Beetle? I would say yeah. I mean... Yow, that hurt. I was right, the radiation that mutated this baby made him as strong as I am. I can make a break for it now that... But that's not the answer. As long as the Scarlet Beetle lives, mankind's future is hanging by a thread. You gotta stop him, man. Look at him. Look at him. I feel so bad for him. Look at him. He just wanted to destroy humanity. I mean, we didn't deserve that shit, but come on, look at his face. Goddamn Scarlet Beetle is suffering. Poor man. Twice now foiled. Just maybe we could just let him conquer us a little bit. I don't know. But I can't stay here or I'll be burned to a crisp, and that's no answer either. I've got to contact Spafan. He's my only chance. My signals would travel better from the main floor. I've made it. But what kind of cataract is this? Kerosene. At least I finally know what the candy store magnet is up to. Oh no. I was too slow, and then the beetle. Ah, I can sense the vibrations of your fear, human. And it is a fear well justified. One sweep of my radioactive pincers will... They will do nothing if they never connect. Ah, you gain a moment's respite, but nothing more. For now I shall... No, that shadow, no! Oh, whoops! I dropped my blamed can. Oh no, Jesus, did you really? Oh, blasted ant made me do it, crawling up my leg. Jesus, the smoke's getting thick enough to cut out here. I better clear out. Oh my god. You fucking son of a bitch. Oh, spit. Yes, it's a pity poor Wilbur Grabowski. Like we said before, he could never do anything right. Except maybe save the world. Oh my god. Oh no. Scarlet Beetle. Of all the ways you could have ended. Terrible. Terrible. Poor Beetle. I feel so bad for him. But that's not it. We've got 5 more pages called Amazing Fantasy. Starring the astonishing Ant-Man. Man believes himself to be the most powerful creature in our world. But what if the true masters of Earth lurk among us secretly, unknown, unseen, waiting for that awful moment when they emerge to seize their destiny? What then? Oh look, it's the Punisher and Iron Man and Wolverine. Ant-Man must not escape. He must die. So commands the Scarlet Beetle. But this can't be happening. It must be some kind of crazy nightmare. But what if it isn't? What if it isn't? Everybody's turned against you, you son of a bitch. Few of us pay even scant attention to the teeming society beneath our feet, the insect world. But there is one man, however, who is extremely interested in that diminutive universe. He is Dr. Henry Pym, the scientific adventurer. I've been receiving strange signals from the ants for days now, Scott, but I've been too busy with the Avengers business to investigate. It's a passion not shared by this man. Well, gee, Hank, I'd love to check it out for you, but I leave for New York tomorrow. Yeah, for the conference. His name is Scott Lang. I'll definitely look into it when I get back. It sounds fascinating. Sheesh. I think Pym needs to get out more. Nobody should spend his weekends listening to insects dial 911. Look, there's Scott Lang. This is his first appearance on this channel. Maybe I won't bring my ant stuff along for the trip. I'll finish packing in the morning. But that night... Rise, human. Ride and heed my commands. I have need of the Ant-Man. Is that him? That's Steve Ditko drew this. Of course, I can tell. You just over time you can fucking tell. You just tell. This is so classic Ditko. The half shadow on the face and the Rembrandt lighting and all that shit. Entranced, Lang is helpless to resist the eerie summons. He dons the costume given to him by Dr. Pym, adjusts his cybernetic helmet, and opens a vial of shrinking gas, reducing himself to the size of an ant. Let's see. Should it be? It is him! Okay, I'll do the voice. Bring the human and his helmet to me. What the? I must be dreaming. I'm being taken prisoner by a bunch of bugs. I don't think you're dreaming, man. I feel like this could be a common occurrence for you. This is getting to be one serious nightmare. Without the helmet, I can't control my ants. Thrice you've been mugged by bugs. Jesus. I have it. Soon all mankind will serve the Scarlet Beetle. God, that glowing red insect. What is it? He's radioactive, basically. Your mentor would recognize me, Ant-Man. He knew and feared my mutant ability to command lesser beings, a power that has grown to encompass humans as well. Now, I can control a single human mind temporarily, but once I unlock the secrets of your helmet, I will be able to increase my power immeasurably. It will be a master of two worlds, insect and human. It looks interesting. He looks different. That sure doesn't sound like any world I'd want to live in, Gruesome, so get your own helmet. No! The helmet will be mine! No, it won't. Son of a bitch. Those pincers could cut me to ribbons. It's time to call in some reinforcements. Go get 'em, troops! Up! We're too evenly matched. The ants don't know who to obey. They're going crazy, attacking each other. Kill him! Kill the Ant-Man! Beneath the world of men, two armies battle for supremacy, and in the insane ferocity of that struggle, their own world is torn asunder. The chamber! It's collapsing! The ants are too frenzied to help me. I've got to get out of here by myself or I'll be... And then he got hit him with the yah. Oh, I'm still in my house. Woo! I hadn't had a nightmare like that since I was a kid. Darn. That Hank Pym and his stupid ant signals some big brave superhero I am. God damn it, it was all a dream. I might as well finish packing. No chance of getting a good night's sleep now. Now where did I put my... No! My costume slashed just like in my dream? Or was it a dream? Few of us pay even scant attention to the teeming society beneath our feet. Maybe that is a mistake. The end. Alright. So that's it. That's the Scarlet Beetle. I don't know. I like him. I like Ant-Man. I like these comics. What can I say? Of course, I really love them. It's so sad, and I think about it because I gotta tell you guys, now that I'm monetized and everything, I feel like my content is going to have to take, like, it's gonna have to change. It is gonna have to change. My release schedule is gonna have to change, and everything is gonna start changing now. Because it can't remain the same. It just can't. But, I don't know. I like the Scarlet Beetle. I like that he returned. I like these comics, and I like reading them with you. And I think I will continue to read comics with you guys, but I have to try and do something else. I have to try and grow and expand. You know what I mean? I have to try and reach a wider audience. But, I don't know. Maybe we can come back to this stuff every now and again, maybe a couple times a month or something. I don't know. I don't know what's going on. But as for this one is just one for the road, right? Whatever I'm going to do next, I don't know what it is, but I just wanted to do this as, you know, one for the road. But yeah, that's it for this comic book. If you liked reading this comic with me and you want to read more comics with me, like this video, subscribe to the channel. Until next time, nerds, stay heroic.